New and up-and-coming director John Watts gets a hold of the Spider-Man franchise, this time for Sony and Marvel. You could say Spider-Man came home to Marvel.
Oh.
That's kind of why it's called that. Anyways, it stars Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Marissa Tomei, Michael Keaton, Donald Glover.
Does it?
A bunch of stuff. A bunch of people.
I think he comes webs.
Tony Revolori.
Does it?
Hannibal Buress.
Oh,
Martin Starr.
Stop. Just stop.
Alright, we'll stop now. The Spider-Man Homecoming. I could have kept going.
I know.
Angry Rice was Betty Brant. Did you guys notice that?
I don't know who Betty Brant is.
Oh. She works for
Angry
Jonah
Rice.
Jameson.
Or Angry Rice.
Angry Rice, if you remember, is Ryan Gosling's daughter in Nice Guys.
Huh!
I don't know who.
Anyways.
I told her.
I don't like.
Well, it's
Angry
been a
Rice.
year.
I remember her name being like I remember Angry Rice just in general. I didn't know.
You like
what it
Angry
was.
Rice?
Angry
Of course
Rice?
he likes angry rice. So they put jalapenos in rice. Angry.
Anyways, welcome to our review for Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Josh Justin.
I'm Brian Haas.
Long pause. I'm Kid Coleman Cole.
You son of a bitch. Anyways.
Did it on purpose.
So we saw Spider-Man Homecoming. It's a big, giant summer blockbuster. You probably have seen it. That's probably why you're watching this video. So, who would start us off?
Alright, I'll just touch on the basics of that. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good, exciting comic book movie. Even though we've been flooded with comic book movies, it still grabbed my attention and I loved it. And that's really all I want to say in the overview.
Nice. So, what do you give it?
Go out and see it now.
Do it! Do it! Do it now! What are you waiting for?
Now, do I go?
I'll go.
Okay, cool. What do you got?
I thought this movie was actually very well cast. I liked all the actors they chose in parts.
Did you like Zendaya?
I don't even really know who that is.
I don't know what that is.
I mean,
either.
I know who
We're
I
adults.
know the character she plays is. I like the
Do
character
you?
she played.
Do you?
You know, like
Yeah, do you know which one she was?
Yeah.
Which one?
She was Michelle.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure at first.
Yeah, like I wasn't.
Because I don't know who the fuck she is. I'm an adult. Sorry.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know who that is. I still don't know who's an adult. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
She's a Disney star person.
I thought they made an interesting choice with her character and Flash's. I was kind of surprised Flash Thompson was not white.
Tony Revolori.
Yeah, don't care though. I like the guy.
Really?
The guy played the part correctly.
Yeah,
And
dude,
I
from-
like-
He was a douchebag, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Like some Indian kid be named Flash Thompson. I'm just.
No, he was a dude from Dope,
It's
and
'cause
he was
he was
Zero in Grand Budapest Hotel.
That's where
I
I'm
didn't see
from.
Grand Budapest or the other one, but
Both are great
yes,
movies.
he did the part, and that's what you require.
Yeah,
So. But Flash Thompson, him,
Yeah,
Well,
I
he
thought it
was-
was an
he was-
interesting choice.
he was appropriately douchey.
he was appropriate.
Yeah,
to do
and
that.
I thought he played. Well, Flash Thompson's a bit of a douche.
I gotta look into that in my review.
I mean,
now.
later on, maybe not.
No,
But all right, fine. Well, feel free.
Flash Thompson is a douche.
Otherwise,
But I want him to be Venom.
it was a good story.
Any Venom, it'll never work.
No, I like Venom Flash Thompson in the comics. Anyways. The Rick Remender. Never mind.
I did like Michael Keaton's whole character background and everything. I thought that was very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I liked how they put damage control in it, just in general. That's actually an
Yeah.
actual staple from the comics. They're the ones who clean up all the superhero messes and everything like that.
Aren't they making a show for Damage Control? Or is that
I don't think they should.
DC is making
No.
the same thing? But
No,
whatever they
DC
call
tried
it.
that with Powerless. What was it called? That show.
Powerless.
Okay, then yeah, I think Marvel is making a Damage Control show.
They were doing
I
some
heard
sort of.
that.
I read a
They
comic
were.
after
They
World War
shouldn't.
Hulk
They
for it.
should.
It wasn't the greatest. It was interesting. I guess the most.
No, they're doing.
Anyways.
They were, and then they refocused to the Great Lakes Avengers.
Oh.
Or no, the new Warriors.
Of course we're for Great Lakes
No,
Avengers here.
I'm sorry, not that they're doing the new Warriors, but they have Squirrel Girl in it because why not?
Oh, is that the Squirrel Girl show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they're doing for a comedy. They were going to do the insurance thing, but they.
So no longer Damage Control.
No,
Got it.
So yeah. Anyway, to end it out, this is a good first movie for the Spider-Man stuff. I like the not montage, but
A good
the quick
reboot?
way good reboot. They didn't have to say, oh, everything. We all know how Spider-Man began.
Yeah.
Are you counting the reboots?
Maybe.
But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty solid. I'm looking forward to the second one. Brennan. Oh, see it now.
Do it now! What you waiting for?
Well, then fuck it.
See it now.
So I
no,
bet-
I mean,
guess I
I don't
better
need
tell
to see
you.
it. I didn't see it again. Go now.
His soul
See it.
still dancing.
No, it's not Baby Driver. Anyways, yeah, so I thought this was a good movie. I was entertained for the most part the whole time. I thought it was pretty well made. There were a couple things I wasn't so high on. I really like Michael Keaton. Let's continue with the good for now.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's awesome because he's awesome in everything. So let's get that out of the way right away. And I liked the interesting backstory they gave him, which I don't know if it's spoilers, but we can save it. But it was cool. I liked that whole storyline. I thought Tom Holland's a good Spider-Man, but I kind of felt by the end of the movie as though he was kind of doing the same shtick a lot. Like, I kind of got sick of him towards the end, and it kind of bugged me, because, like, I liked him in Civil War, I liked him at the start of this movie, and as it went on, I was like, I feel like there's an extra layer he needs to add or something.
Can you
like that.
elaborate?
No, because that's kind of a lot of my problem with this movie is I don't know. I have a lot of questionable things in my head of what I didn't exactly like. I'm not sure.
I think
Just
I
to give
can-
you rub you wrong.
I think I can kind of touch on it a little bit. At least
Okay.
my version of that is that,
ABQ. Always be quipping.
yeah. Well, they
I don't feel like it was that quippy.
they have an arc of his like judgments getting better, but I was kind of annoyed that they didn't have an arc of his skills getting better. Like he was still always fumbling.
I guess.
I don't know if that hits down what you were thinking at all. But that bugged me a little bit now that you
Kind
mentioned it.
of, but
I think Brandon is aiming for like it was the same joke. Well, not the same jokes, but it was.
yeah, I felt like
I got jokes.
he was here the whole time. Like I never felt like he went up or down. Like I don't know.
Like there's no real progression.
Yeah, it was kind of a wooden
His
performance,
character.
I guess. I don't really want to cut it down because it's not like I had a problem majorly with it. It was just a thing that took me
Well,
out
I mean,
of it.
because we're not doing an origin story. We're doing he's Spider-Man now. It's not like he ever got better at being
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I mean, he learned. He didn't use his.
It's weird. I never cared that much about him. Like I never I never felt like he was in danger. I never felt
Yeah.
like worried. And I never felt like I knew a lot about him. I always felt like, wow, was I asking for an origin story?
That's not really what I wanted.
I mean,
just
they kind of threw some things out there
I
that
think
kind of
it
like Pipero, like
kind of am.
like the ferry split in half. He's got to hold it together, but they kind of ruined that in the trailer when.
Well,
you
yeah,
saw
but I didn't
Iron
even get to
Man
that
take care of it.
nitpick yet. But
Yeah, but otherwise, you know, like things like that, you never really thought he was gonna have much trouble because he always had like the Avengers in his back pocket, or at least Iron Man kind of. helped
Anyways,
out.
I think I also found myself liking the people barely in the movie more than the movie. So like,
All the teachers are great.
yes, Hannibal Buress, Martin Starr, even Donald Glover. Every scene where those guys were in, which wasn't very many,
Yeah.
was all funny and entertaining and
They got-
awesome.
They got some
And I
good
felt like they
quality
would've-
background guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
those
should
are
have
good
been.
quality
They should have
actors.
been
They
there
had
more.
a character. They had a character who was one of the actresses from Orange Is the New Black in there. Yeah.
Sassy
Okay.
Latino woman.
Yeah.
Number
But
two.
anyways, but the thing is, I didn't love the high school stuff, which is the part I was looking forward to in this.
Oh,
And I think
really?
it's because,
Oh.
one,
Okay.
why was Flash Thompson on the academic decathlon team? And
Yeah,
why was he
that
not
was
a
funny.
big, giant
Jock.
jock guy? Like, and I like Tony Revolori. I think he's a good actor. I like him when he pops up and stuff. I don't think he did a bad job. I just don't agree with the choice. And I think that's a lot of my problem with this movie is I don't agree with a lot of the choices made. So maybe I'm not a fan of John Watts. I don't know. This is the first movie I've seen that he's directed.
The other problem could be that they knew they had to go different, and maybe they went too different for you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think they
Yeah,
went.
they adjusted
I think
for the times.
they
Yeah.
overshot. They overshot their changing things for me. So yeah, I think the Vulture's jacket was fucking badass, which is a weird thing to say, but it's true.
It's a bomber jacket. It's good.
But it was
That's a
really
classic.
cool. Look, there was some great costume design for that
Yeah.
kind of stuff in the
Yeah.
and that's I appreciated all that. Like I said, I think this was a well-made movie. However, there were some iffy things, and I just didn't quite connect with it as much as I wanted to. And I kind of felt like superhero fatigue coming in as I was watching it, and I didn't appreciate it because I wanted to really like this movie. So
Oh, you're
I
wearing it.
kind of wanted. No, and yeah, because I like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I just am not sure that I love this movie as much as everyone. And so I kind of wanted to go and see it now, but I think in my heart of hearts I'll realize that this was probably a stream it.
Wait for it.
Oh my god!
Swear.
Wow. Wow.
Somber note.
I wanted to like it way more than I did. So Josh, what did you
Maybe
think?
that added into it.
Well,
I'm sure I'll talk more as we go on, but something was off the whole time for me.
I think I'm gonna just go on and say I'm a more Spider-Man fan than most people here. I liked all the Andrew Garfield ones, despite the
I think I liked
naysaying.
I think I
I
liked
liked
Andrew
them both.
Garfield better as Peter Parker.
I really liked him.
I did too.
It was really good.
Despite his age, I still think I liked him better in the role.
I wanted to see where they were going with that, but I
Yeah.
think this movie was great.
Yeah.
I liked Tom Holland. I liked that I think they really encompassed the teenage Peter Parker really did.
I thought
I think
so,
they hit
yeah.
all that good. I liked all the high school stuff that you thought you didn't really like it, but I think it was more of a nice, like they weren't going in deep with it, but they were just kind
I
of
felt like
hitting
he
the
wasn't
surface to,
nerdy
like,
enough, I guess.
well, I think they're doing the surface enough of it that like us old timey folks could be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's
I always,
like the
I still to this day feel like they have not nailed Peter Parker in high school
Well,
yet.
honestly, they probably could have nailed it if they did the origin story, because, like we said, he dropped all these classes for the Stark Initiative thing, including like the band kind of thing. Like that seems pretty nerdy. That chess
Yeah,
club
like,
that they were in, like
he was in the academic decathlon, which is supposed to be a super nerdy thing, right?
Yeah.
However, every major character from high school was in the academic decathlon, including Flash Thompson, which bugged me.
no,
but
yeah.
every
I will
female
say
interest in this movie
there-
is in there.
there
Like it's
wasn't
like
this-
two broads,
they made
the
everyone
bully, and his
nerdy.
best friend. That's
They-
4 people.
They made everyone
Other
nerdy
than
in this movie, and
there was a
it,
miss. Well, it's you're focusing on Peter's thing. He's not hanging out with the cool people.
Yeah.
Although I
This
guess-
is why he's aware.
I don't think we saw the cool people. Is the problem?
We saw like one cool person who was the captain, but when you're the captain, you're the coolest person. She was a senior, and you're allowed to have the glass house with all the people.
And it also could be just in general, the reason he knows these people is because of the decathlon in general. Not just because they're the most popular people in school,
I
but
just
because of
don't-
that.
Also, it was
Anyway.
a special nerdy school.
Back to me.
Back to Josh.
Back to Josh.
I mean, Midtown is supposed to be a. I don't know. Anyways,
I think Flash Thompson was a big misstep.
Yeah.
I think that it's not even like the miscasting because I think the guy was fine in the douche, but yeah, I think you're
I
right.
wanted
That
Joe.
they-
I wanted
that
Joe
they-
Manganiello again. Let's bring back Joe Manganiello.
Well, I'm always going to say yes to Joe Magno.
Don't even make him shave his beard.
Yeah,
Just like he's
this is the guy.
Dude, you should have graduated like 8 years ago.
Aren't you like 45? Shut up, Peter, you're a nerd.
Yeah,
Shut up, nerd. And then he throws him in the locker. That's the scene I want. But no, I think that was a misstep. Marissa Tomei toned down the sexiness. I was a little upset. She was wearing the mom jeans.
Well, she is aging.
Mom jeans can be sexy.
They weren't there. I don't know.
They
Like
can't
everyone
be.
was like hitting on her. I'm like her.
I feel like there wasn't enough Aunt May in this movie. Like I really didn't get that much of his relationship with Aunt May that much. All it was he was lying.
That
to her,
is
which
true.
Is always
But-
true,
yeah.
but
No, as a whole, I still think this was really. I was entertained. I was enjoying the entire movie. I liked that it wasn't an origin story because I don't want another origin story. We know.
I didn't think I wanted one either.
I know you. I
2
know
other origins we already got. Yeah.
We've seen this. We know.
And I didn't
Uncle Ben
want-
dies. He gets bit by a spider. We've seen it in 2 movies, 17 television shows, and 40,000 fucking everything else. Yeah, I thought it was great. I liked a lot of this movie. I liked it a lot.
So
I would say see it now.
Do it! Do it! Do it now! What are you waiting for?
well, don't I feel like Brian from last week? Anyways, I think okay. I think this is part of the problem with this movie for me is that I look at that list because
Where I
we'll get
want
to
it.
that. No, we're not even at that point yet. Just thinking about the superhero movies of this year,
There's only
felt like they
one,
were
two,
all better than this movie, and it kind of disappointed me.
Ooh, I don't think so.
How is that disappointing? There were
But I
really
think that's
good
why it doesn't
superhero
hold
movies
up
this
to
year.
me. I think we've seen the superhero genre evolve now. And I mean, it doesn't even have to be this year. I mean, I'm thinking about Logan and I'm talking about even going as far back as
Logan was
like
this year.
yeah, but for this year. But I'm talking about
Expand.
going as far back as like Winter Soldier and stuff. Like I feel like we've evolved past the typical superhero movie, and this was more of the typical superhero movie. And I wanted this
I'm
to
gonna
be.
be honest with you. I enjoyed both Amazing Spider-Man movies more than I enjoyed this one.
Oh, really?
I didn't enjoy Amazing Spider-Man 2 better than this movie.
And
but
this
I think
one
I enjoyed
had
Amazing Spider-Man
Tony
1.
Stark, and it was involved in the Marvel Universe.
See, I like this.
I liked
think
them
more
both.
than
I
Amazing
felt like the
Spider-Man.
writing
Yeah,
was
I do.
lacking too.
Put it right there.
I felt like the writing was lacking in this movie also. I think that most of the jokes were obvious, and easy. And I chuckled at several of them, but it was very lazy to me writing wise, and I feel like the sound mixing was not very good in this, and that's a weird thing to say. I never noticed sound mixing
Unless it's Interstellar, which
Unless
you still
it's
say
bad.
it's the best movie ever.
and so no, I don't love Interstellar.
That was before Interstellar.
Interstellar's better in this movie. However, the sound mixing is not very good in this movie, and it's because I can narrow it down to one scene with a little added bonus as to why I think so. And that is, there's a scene where Tony Stark is talking to Spider-Man, so there's no spoilers, we know that happens in the movie. And you can totally tell Tony on set, or Robert Downey Jr. on set talking, as opposed to ADR, Robert Downey Jr. weeks later talking. I could tell every time they used audio.
I thought that
from
was
later
on purpose,
or then, or later or then.
It was weird, but I thought
And
that was a purposeful
No,
thing
I don't
because
think
he's talking through the
why.
Iron
He's
Man.
just talking. No, this wasn't when he was Iron Man. This is when he's Tony Stark. I could hear it.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't notice.
And then the other thing is
Weirdo.
I love Michael Giacchino's scores, and his intro to this movie is amazing when the Marvel Studios thing is coming up. However, I could barely hear the score at all in this movie. Like, it never was a feature in this movie at all, and I was like, I don't know if it was good, because I couldn't really hear it. So,
It sounds like your argument is essentially because it's newer, it should be better.
I wouldn't say, I think I was just disappointed. I wanted to really like this
I
movie.
mean,
I wanted this to be like
based
one
on
of the
kind
best movies of
the
the
way
year.
you began your whole thing of like we've come a long way. I can't really see like
Well,
you know.
and it's also their fault for being like, this is like a John Hughes superhero movie, and I didn't get that. I didn't feel John Hughes, despite shoehorning in Ferris Bueller footage.
That wasn't shoehorned, it was natural.
Which was fine, but it's like, I've seen Domino's commercials
Well,
also.
this-
However,
this wasn't terrible though, right?
no, I still like the
Yeah.
movie. I'm not saying it's a terrible movie.
I mean, it wasn't like.
But I'm
I-
just really disappointed.
It wasn't like I really enjoyed Batman Returns, and then I
like-
saw Batman Robin. Like, oh,
This movie has like pretty good
wasn't
reviews
that
from what I've
bad.
heard. This movie was supposed to be like, you know, Spider-Man's best movie and all this kind of stuff, and I don't feel that.
I
think I'm as positive as those people are.
Oh yeah, see, I don't know.
I think
Josh.
this is better than Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I think it's better than Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I don't think it's better than Amazing Spider-Man 1.
No,
but
I
still-
don't think so.
I really enjoyed those Amazing Spider-Man movies, and
And
I'm with Josh.
I think
It's
Spider-Man
funny
2 is
to
better
do
than
that
this movie. I think Spider-Man 1 might
No.
be. It's close.
No, this is better than Spider-Man.
2?
No, well, both.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit. Like just regular Spider-Man.
Yes.
2 is probably the best.
Spider-Man and Spider-Man
The
2.
Toby.
I know.
Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 2.
I don't know. I feel like I could rewatch those and just like be upset. Other than when Bruce Campbell shows up, and then I'd be like, "Yeah, Bruce Campbell."
I did enjoy.
But I don't
This
think.
movie needed Bruce Campbell.
God, if Bruce
Spider-Man
Campbell showed up,
2.
would you have these complaints if Bruce Campbell was here?
Yeah, because they would have used him as much as Hannibal Buress or Donald Glover or any of those
You
people.
mean the right amount, and that's it?
In one scene and then write him off? Yeah.
Right?
I like Spider-Man
Several,
2,
2 or 3.
but then you get
10
Dancing Parker to the right, and you get way over the
I didn't
top.
say Spider-Man 3.
Nobody ever said Spider-Man 3.
what's his
yeah,
name?
no one mentioned
No,
Spider-Man.
that's being just in general. Like, I like Spider-Man 2, but like, it's just that whole like you
Because
know,
it's surrounded
Tobey
by
Maguire
lesser
stuff.
movies?
it's surrounded because they're canon in that universe. You got dancing fucking Spider-Man over here, and you got
I think we've gotten
way
off
you got
topic
way
of the
over
movie
the
now.
top.
I think we've strayed too far from
Green
this
Goblin
review.
Do we-
over here.
Well, then, do we want to go into spoilers?
Yes,
Or
let's
do
go
we?
into
let's just-
spoilers.
Do we
yes.
want to go to the board? The rank.
We'll
bank.
go spoilers.
Let's go spoilers
and board.
first, then we'll come back to the board.
The rank bank.
Let's enter spoilers now, guys.
Spoiler alert. Do you have a
Anything?
sound that plays?
No.
You should put a sound in.
I saw
Just
the
go like a
whole
whoop, whoop, whoop.
like when
We'll
Aunt May
record
dropped
for
him
you.
off for the homecoming. I was like, oh. Bet you that Michael Keaton is Zendaya's
I didn't
father.
see it coming.
I
I actually saw
Also,
it
that wasn't
at the
Zendaya.
last second. I thought that because I was like,
that wasn't Zendaya.
you know,
That wasn't her.
Zendaya. Oh, sorry, not Zendaya, but like whatever the broad's name is, Liz. I saw it like Vulture's is Liz's father. I saw it coming.
I didn't see it coming either.
I was like,
I would love to
wow.
tell you that was part of my dislike of this movie because I would love to be like, it was obvious, but no,
was
I
It was
so
only
obvious
honest
that
in the
Michael
last
Keaton
second
was a race
because
traitor.
like, oh, what are you gonna?
Wow.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say did not see it coming that Michael
You
Keaton.
did not
I only
see.
did it last second.
No, I didn't see it coming.
Something I did enjoy was the principal had that picture on. I
I've seen
pointed
him in
at
shit
you.
too. I've seen like every.
Yeah, I pointed at Brandon because he had a picture
Well, of course,
of
you
his
probably saw him in a family.
the
reunion
World
or
War
some shit like
II like picture.
that. I
in
know.
the
I was like,
background.
is that Kit's grandma?
No, fucking Captain America, first Avenger. That was one of the Howling Commandos.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
I didn't
I had to
notice
say. I had to talk louder because Josh kept on cutting
Well, you
in.
just get really loud all
Yeah,
of a sudden.
because
So
you kept on cutting in.
I thought it was Kit's grandma.
No, it wasn't. You know.
when you
well,
pointed
no,
it out, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Fuck you.
I saw you motion something, and I was
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
because it was
what
like,
you're
look, it's the fucking one of the Howling Commando members.
I thought you were talking about the principal, and I'm like, yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that guy before and stuff too.
Same
I was
guy.
wondering what that weird World War II picture was just hanging out in that office. I figured it wasn't.
The actor plays both characters, the principal and World War II.
Ah,
So maybe the characters are like.
Oh, really? He
son
was
and
that guy
grandchild
too?
or something?
I haven't seen First Avenger
Same
in a
actor.
while.
Oh, well, that's neat.
Cool.
Yeah,
like,
That's what I was like. I know that guy from somewhere, and then when I saw the pictures, I fucking know I know that guy. That was a little Easter egg.
All right.
That was fun.
That was
I liked all the
Easter
background
egg.
characters. All the background characters were there. Or not background, secondary. I can't. Again.
yeah, I really liked the side
I think
characters.
but I think they all casted them very well. I think they all were used perfectly. They didn't overstay their welcome. They didn't.
Really?
The more you
We'll
use
overstay
them,
the
the less
welcome.
I
concentrated.
thought none of them were there as long as they should have been.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
but that's
it's
the problem.
diminishing
If they were there even
They
longer,
left too many
maybe-
more, I guess.
If they left you on.
But I don't see them as being characters.
They're
in the
not going to
next
show
movie.
up.
I mean, they
okay,
maybe Donald
They
Glover.
re-popped in.
no,
every
see
now
that
and
I don't see him popping up at all anymore. But I do
Just
see
for a joke.
maybe Martin Starr and Hannibal Buress because they're teachers at the school.
Yeah, they used Martin Starr. He was in a couple different scenes. Good amount.
Yeah, he had
I
a couple
wouldn't-
lines.
wouldn't
What was
want
Martin
more.
Starr?
Guilfoyle.
He doesn't watch Silicon
Oh.
Valley. He was the kid with glasses from Freaks and Geeks.
He's the
I still don't
teacher
have a good
on-
way.
Back over here.
I still
Teacher
don't
on the
have a
field
good
Thank
way
you,
of-
teacher on the field trip. Thank
Yes.
I don't
I
want to
recognize him from Knocked Up. Thank you.
Terrible to lose a kid on a trip.
Really knocked
Not
up.
again.
Knocked Up.
I mean, yeah, he was. in
Because he's
Knocked
the guy
Up,
who had the
but
beard,
yeah,
because
he
there's
was
only
in
the
Knocked-
shave.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was that guy. Sorry.
I liked all that. I liked the ground level. I like that ground level Spider-Man.
I thought Shocker was kind of wasted in this movie, though.
Yeah,
I don't
you
care.
know.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
fuck you on Shocker. Nobody cares about Shocker.
Yep, no one cares.
And
He
also
was
no
Crunch.
Shocker jokes.
I like that they had him as Crunch.
No,
or Crunch played him.
first he was fucked up dude from Prometheus. Then he was
I like that they made a joke
Crunch.
about
Crunch from
you
Big
know,
Hit.
Yeah.
you're the new Shocker. Like I like that they made the reference of you're
Straight
Shocker and
jacket,
now there's
that
another
man
Shocker.
tree.
I
we
like
might
that.
be the only
Yeah.
people ever seeing this video who like the big hit. So.
Fucking Big
You
Hit
are
was awesome. Fuck you.
But I like
The
the,
Big
I like
Hit's
the
a great
reference
movie.
to multiple Shockers. That like, all right, you're the new Shocker now. I like that joke. That was fun. That's funny to me. Not funny there.
And then eventually he had to get the
I
yellow.
didn't think it was funny. I just thought
I
it was
like-
like okay. Well, that was the
Oh.
dampeners I think he was talking about. When
Yeah,
he said
you got to
insulate.
insulate yourself.
Because he had his sleeves over it. He like kind of cut them.
Yeah, when he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that, like you're calling yourself the Shocker, I'm like, oh yeah, the pattern on his shirt. That's funny. And
Yeah.
then when the other guy's Shocker, he had
Yeah, when it was
shit.
Logan Marshall Green.
That was fun.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I thought Bokeem Woodbine was going to be the Shocker. But
I don't
it
think
was
any-
true, they both were.
I think nobody's gonna say Spider-Man's got like a great rogues gallery. He really
What?
He doesn't.
They threw
In
some-
comics?
He doesn't really.
He is one of the greatest rogues galleries.
What? Huh?
No.
Like they even had a couple of his like Gargan.
Yeah.
That's Scorpion.
Yeah.
He was in it.
I know.
It's like,
They're not
What are
really.
you talking about?
I don't think I like Spider-Man. I don't. He doesn't really have that many great villains that challenge Spider-Man.
that's what they had
Oh.
the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
No, but they need 6 guys to like fight Spider-Man. They don't have like Batman's got Joker, who's like the
He's on this level.
He's on
Yeah.
this level,
Okay.
the antithesis Joker.
I will tell you-
Superman's got like a dark side who's like a anti-god in that. There's no one that's like a reverse Spider-Man. Well, maybe Venom.
Yeah.
But Venom
Or
Carnage.
occasionally. But Carnage, like, there's like weird
Carnage
alien.
is like the
Green-
more evil version of
They're
Green
like
Goblin,
weird
Hobgoblin.
alien versions, and then you got Green
Sandman.
Goblin. No, that's Sandman.
Sandman
Sandman's just the guy who
is
turns into
Craven the Hunter.
He's
Craven the
Thomas
Hunter.
Hayden Church. Nobody cares. Not
Yeah.
Craven the Hunter.
That's Craven's awesome.
Craven is cool, but like he's got cool guys, but no one that like I ever go like, oh yeah, that's
No,
Spider-Man's
okay.
opposite.
Kingpin.
I think I know what you're.
No,
I think I know what
that's
you're saying.
Daredevil.
I think I know what you're
Yeah,
saying
he's
because
so-
I kind of agree with it in terms of Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery in comics is one of the best Rogues Galleries.
No,
Then let me finish my statement though. However, in terms of translating them into this world,
even worse.
they don't translate very well. It's like it's like if you told Christopher Nolan to make Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery make sense in the Dark Knight universe. Yeah, that's like impossible because they're very over the top and kind of cheesy
What are you
and
doing?
old school cartoony sort of stuff. They don't fit well in a more realistic world. is
No,
the problem.
my problem with Spider-Man villains is none of them are like this is the opposite of Spider-Man, and he can challenge him on every level, intellectually, physically, and be like an antithesis to Spider-Man.
Doc Ock.
That's the closest I think that you can get. but you don't pull them out right now. You
No.
need to build the Doc Ock, which is what we did
Sure.
in Spider-Man 2. I like Doc Ock. He's the exception, not the rule. But I think a lot, like you mentioned, like the Sinister Six, the rest of them
We
are
still
just,
haven't got Norman Osborn
the
either.
rest of them are just kind of like
Sinister Six was like Shocker,
useless.
Vulture,
I think you guys are getting.
Venom. No.
Well, it depends on the era.
Yeah.
It depends on the era. There's been several
It's
Sinister
Rhino.
I don't read
There's been
comics, and this is
several
getting way
Sinister
over it, so we should.
Sixes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian,
Are we
Brandon-
spoiling the actual movie?
Brian.
That broad is now MJ.
Nope.
She's Mary Jane.
No, I didn't like that at all.
Because
I'm
I
Mary
thought
Jane.
it was
I thought-
Michelle.
I know.
Jane.
I thought it was a terrible tack on.
That's-
It is a terrible tack on, and they even said that that's not Mary Jane.
What the
Yeah.
fuck was the point of that?
Psycho,
Like
I
a-
guess?
To be dumb. That's why I didn't like it.
It's
I
It
thought
another-
was stupid.
It's another.
it was
like,
unnecessary and it didn't add anything, and it just made me more mad.
Yeah, like
Well, that made me
okay.
mad, but it's another
I-
like, psych out.
I
thing
went
that's
through
like, what's the
I
point?
went through Zendaya's other things she's been in because like why the hell
And now
She
she's
was
on
a
the
movie
list.
star.
exactly and like a lot of stuff I saw she was with Bella Thorne. I thought oh she would have made a good like Mary Jane because she's actually a redhead.
Yeah, I
It
actually
makes sense
agree with you
that
there. She actually be a
But-
solid MJ.
you
It's
know
now on several government watch lists, and you can't go around to schools. But
now.
All right. Any other spoilers we want to mention before we put it on the list?
Do we want to talk about how sympathetic Birdman was?
yeah,
Yeah, I actually rooted for
Well, I-
Vulture in almost this entire movie.
I didn't root for him,
And I
'cause
like
he's-
that he saved him at the end.
Yeah, I like that. I like that he saved them.
Shows-
Because I mean, he
the
he
shows
was
Because I
Spider-Man's
thought they were going to
Calvin.
do a dumb thing where he dies anyway.
I know, and that's what I thought. I thought like, oh, he knows his identity. He's got to die, but he didn't die. But he
Yeah.
doesn't reveal his identity at the end
Because he owes him one.
because he owes them one.
Like I said, I think Michael Keaton's the best part of this movie for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that this. So we did this. We're skipping the Spider-Man origin, which is a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've seen it.
But I feel like
But
we
this was more of
missed
a-
character.
This was a Michael
moments,
Keaton
though.
origin story. Like you get the he opens the movie. You get to see what makes him turn to
Yeah,
the
but
Vulture.
it felt weird to go back to 2012.
It didn't
I mean, not in the story it was 2012, but it felt weird to go back to Avengers 1.
I like that. I like and maybe that's just
I
me
don't
and
like it or
the-
dislike it, it just was weird to me. To go back
I like it, and maybe that's just me liking the Netflix shit like that. That they reference Manhattan and like the event that
The
happened.
incident.
The incident that they always call it. I like when they show the fallout to they have the big blockbuster movie and then they go, here's some things that happened because of that shit.
Yeah.
So I like showing that there were salvage operations, that they're fixing it, that the damage control
Damage control.
got established.
Yeah.
Like I like the street
I like
level,
that.
Yeah.
and that's why I like the Netflix stuff too. I like that they do the street level effects of all the big budgeted movie things. You can't punch a guy through 17 buildings without it affecting somebody.
Yeah.
Which was also the basis of Batman vs Superman, which didn't really work out.
Yeah.
But you get
Okay, yeah.
Michael Keaton's character, and I understand it. I like it, and I really liked his character. I think that made this movie even better because the villain you're more getting the origin of the villain in this movie than you are Spider-Man. Spider-Man's already doing Spider-Man shit, doing whatever Spider can. Michael Keaton is you get his story and why he's turned to crime and getting fought by Spider-Man, and you may be sympathetic to him. He's still a criminal at the end of the day. He's still not a good guy.
Yeah.
He was going to shoot a child. He tried to kill a child.
Well, they show him getting
Twice.
worse and worse. Like at the
yeah,
beginning,
he's not great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I wasn't very big on his friend either.
Oh, the
Yeah,
guy
or
from
whatever.
the scientist guy, or
No,
the
his
inventor guy?
friend, his buddy, the guy who he's building the Death Star with.
Oh, you're
yeah.
back to Spider-Man's friend.
Yeah, sorry, I
Oh.
was trying to think of something else I wanted to
Oh,
mention. I thought you were done with your
I was going to
point.
say
Sorry.
Genki, but it's not Genki because that's Ultimate Spider-Man. This is the exact same character, but they named him Ned.
Ned.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
I don't know why they
I
named him
wasn't a
Ned.
huge fan of his character and him.
He's the guy in the chair. I love that. That's
That
why-
payoff was good.
Why wasn't he Harry Osborn? Anyways, I think that's my problem.
Why?
is I keep thinking of Spider-Man comics and shit, and I
Oh.
don't like a lot of the changes.
Well,
It's for the
this is-
movie-going public that don't like.
I
the
think
comics
this is
or
more-
don't know the comics.
They're doing.
Yeah, but I don't agree with the changes. I guess like I'm fine with changes, but I wish I agreed with them.
They're doing Ultimate Spider-Man,
Okay,
which is
great.
which is still good, and that's
Yeah.
what they're going for.
I didn't get that though. Like I didn't get the same feeling from it.
I think you know too much about the comics.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Ultimate Spider-Man. They went high school Spider-Man. I think it was weird that they did have like Genki as that because with the Legos. And that's that character. They just
How
named him that.
did Ultimate Spider-Man die?
I guess everybody knew his identity, and then Green Goblin got roided up and
Yeah.
murdered him.
of like with his bare hands?
Well, he went to like Aunt May's house. And
Man, I think that's
there was
it.
a fight, and then
I think that's it.
They killed each other basically.
I wanted
but
Miles
don't worry, he
Morales.
comes back. It's comic.
I think that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted
I mean,
Miles
well,
Morales.
Miles
And then all the.
I think that would have solved so many of my problems with this movie.
No,
I wanted Miles
I
Morales.
think that would have been weirder.
That could.
But I wouldn't have felt as though they.
I wouldn't have hated it, but
I would have liked, because then
It's
they
Peter
could have done an
Parker.
origin and it would have been good.
I don't
And
want
I
an
would've liked
origin.
it.
We have
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
But I would have.
You gotta think wider
Tired of
audience,
origins.
man. I think that's a lot of your stuff.
And and again,
And
I
Miles
didn't even,
Morales' origin is so stuffed with
I don't
Peter
feel
Parker's
like
life.
I don't even feel like I did a great
He
job of
only
explaining
becomes
my
Spi-
problems with the movie.
Oh,
He only becomes
Because I feel like I subconsciously know that I didn't love this movie as much as I wanted to. I can't name exactly at this moment why.
it's a
I
feeling
didn't
and
like, yeah, and I'm trying to. Maybe I should just
Miles'
stop.
Spider-Man story starts with Peter Parker's
Death. Yeah.
So you need Peter Parker.
Yeah, we had him in Civil War and all the other movies.
You can't just have him in like a
and all the other
20-minute
movies.
You can't have him in a 20-minute.
Look,
scene.
they exist. People have seen them. Millions of people have seen them.
What movie?
No, he's talking about.
I know they're not canon. However,
Yeah, you can't
they
have.
exist. You can't ignore the fact that they exist.
You can't have teen high school Peter Parker show up for 20 minutes and then kill him in the movie, and then here's Miles Morales. You can't do that. That's not going to have the same
I know.
emotional impact.
I know, but I guess
Have to wait for the next
I
reboot.
guess
Yeah,
I'm anxious
we'll
for
just wait for
Miles
the next
Morales
reboot.
now. Actually, I'm looking very much forward to the animated Spider-Man movie because that's Miles Morales. So maybe I will love that more than this movie.
Well, I don't know, maybe we'll.
We'll find out
Yeah,
when
we'll
it comes
find
out
out
in
next time on
2 years, I think, or a year.
So do we wanna-
So
shut
they,
off the
you're,
light.
saying,
Yeah,
you're saying they did Peter
Last
Parker
call?
to death.
Take it to the rank bank.
Last call for spoiler alcohol.
I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah.
And now we all need a drink because I mentioned alcohol. All right. Anyways, let's add it to the list then because this is a rank bank review. So let's go to that best movies of 2017 list that we keep
Alright.
adding to every time we see a movie. I think I know where I want it to.
I have an idea.
I know where I want it. It makes me want to
I think
rewatch
I'm
some
gonna
of these
have
movies
it-
on this list.
Yeah,
But
I also agree with that.
because
I think I know where I want it, and I think it's gonna be different from you guys.
Yeah, I think I'd have a problem.
we all know that you're going to be the outlier on this one.
Yeah.
All right, Brennan, will take us away then. What do you think it should be?
Yeah.
at?
Well, let's do it in review order. That's the only.
Review order?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm really curious because he thinks it's gonna be so.
Well, we
different.
know that, but
But
I'm curious
Brian,
too, so let's see what Brian says.
I want it number 4.
ooh. Okay.
7.
Wait.
What? Alright.
Oh, actually,
I-
we're not that different.
I don't want to put it above John Wick and Free Fire because I haven't seen it, but
Oh, that's right. Kid hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'll argue for it in the future.
but I have seen him, and I want it 8, maybe 7.
I want a 3. So do we have to take it? Oh, what was the
Alright.
aftermath? Let's do the aftermath. That's a
I know. We might,
Well, let's
I think
see.
we should pause.
So 3, 4, 7, 8. The middle would be 5, 6.
But the biggest problem is
So
kids.
do we put it at
Biggest
6?
problem is I haven't seen 5 and 6.
Well, I know, but do we put it at 6 for now? Remember, this is an evolving list. At any moment, we can change this
That's
list.
true. Like if I see John Wick and Free Fire, which I'm probably gonna do before the end of this year,
Then you could
I
have
will add
their
my
opinion.
2 cents into them.
Yeah.
I might just say, okay, I
But I
was
think
wrong.
but when doing the
Put that ahead of
math,
it.
And when we made this list, we stated that this would be changing. Even the movies on here could change. Look, guys, every once in a while, we're gonna have videos that are going to.
upset the rank.
We're gonna take a look at the list overall again, and we're gonna
Alright.
do that later today. So you'll see a video coming soon. We're gonna change the list somewhat.
Saying somebody else saw an older movie that
Yeah, either an older movie pops up that more people have seen now,
finally there were
or
3 of us. Yeah.
someone comes up with something where they're like, "Hey, I watched this again," or "Hey, I was thinking about it, and I actually think that this should go there," and then we can take it to another vote, and then we'll see if it moves
Yeah.
at all.
Add it to the list.
All right, let's add her. All right, so there we go.
That's-
Homecoming is down the list.
I think we're gonna run out of room.
No, we won't.
I mean, like the shit movies, I guess we aren't gonna keep on the list anymore.
Yeah,
No,
the
they'll,
bottom
they'll be
drop
on the
off.
other side.
Yeah, we'll put them somewhere.
That'll be fun. I like.
I
You know what?
I think we
It's
should
not my
number it
list,
to
but it's a
10.
good one anyway.
I'm satisfied with where it is. I know some of you guys
I
aren't.
think the font of Spider-Man could be better.
Shut up.
Now I'm like feeling like it affects me because it's not where I'd put it. But I
Well-
did like Free Fire.
Do you think I don't think that every time I look there and see Baby Driver at 3?
No, we know.
I really need to see
You die
that.
inside every day you look at that list.
Yeah,
and you
I
live
mean-
with it, which makes me laugh every day.
Do you have
So,
John-
but
do
that's
you
what
have-
I'm saying. You guys can't, like...
do you have
I don't
John
want to
Wick
hear you guys
2 on Blu-ray?
bitching about the list because I'm going...
I'm
Yeah,
not-
it's not close to what my list would be, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, comment below. Tell us where you would put Spider-Man Homecoming on your list. Tell us what you
You
thought
should be
about it.
keeping a list.
Well, am I the only one who wasn't that high in this movie? Because I feel like I am. I mean, other than you guys. I mean, out there, like review-wise.
I can understand it.
I feel like a real outsider this time. And
You
kind of
are.
worries me.
You are nearly the outsider I was for.
You know what though?
War
I
Machine.
know you guys are giving me shit for this. I also think what hurt this movie for me is it came out a week after Baby Driver. I'm serious. I knew you guys were gonna roll your eyes and have a fit.
It
because
did.
I said it,
It hurt.
I mean,
It hurt my
that's his-
skull.
That's like his opinion.
but it is 100% true.
You just saw the
When-
best movie ever.
I saw it 3 times in like a week,
And I think this movie's better than Baby.
and then
So,
but then I saw this, and in every way it was lesser. to me.
Okay.
So
Better-
to me,
better or
to me,
worse
my
than Baby
opinion.
Driver?
My opinion. It's my opinion.
About the same.
Okay. Again. I understand. I might again be the outlier.
3/5 agree.
He said about the same. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. Be sure to all that stuff we've already said. Till next time, find your own ways of resisting boredom.
Like making a list.
And checking it twice.
I don't think this is a naughty or nice list that we
It's
made.
a Liam Neeson.
I never saw Schindler's List. Yeah.
Stupid!
It's a beautiful woman's feet pushed together to form a magical foot vagina made out of 2 feet. Which I believe needs to be the next Cards Against Humanity card that we write.
Yeah, I'll. Yeah, that's.
Am I gonna sit around here and pretend I'm the only one who's fucked the foot before?